All right, welcome everybody. Um, this week has been an exciting week because of the Coinbase launch. And for me, I bought in during the IPO. I bought in at about 3.8 plus, and I sold off at about 400-ish. And since then, I've bought a bit more as it came down. And I think the long-term target for this is 500 or $600 at the end of the year. So it would be a good way to get into crypto if you have not been exposed yet. Okay, let's look at some major indices. So the VIX. For this week, the VIX has remained at the lower range, and this has been low for a while. It's quite different from the rest of earlier this year and most of last year. If you look at the VIX before the March correction, it was between 11 to 19, and since the correction we have not seen it come down so much. So to me, this is like a good time to take profits. So if you have any companies that are reaching their top top part of the up channel, it's a good time to sell some. Okay, let's look at the Nasdaq. So Nasdaq has been going all-time highs for the past week. Even today we are at above 14,000. So this is all-time high. And if you are exposed to any of the FANG stocks like Apple, then you would see your price keep going up. Yeah. So yeah, it's always good to take profits when you have this extended up moves. And next would be the S&P 500. S&P 500, we have seen it go up quite a bit. We've extended above the take profit zone, and we're even higher than that now. We're still hugging the top of this up channel, so I don't think we'll go straight up all the way over the next 3 months. I think there would be some kind of consolidation down to probably this 4,100 levels before we go back up. And let's look back at the Nasdaq. So if we look at the chart, um, let's draw a parallelogram. So normally this would be the place where I put a target price. So this red box would be the target price of about 13,700 to 800. Yeah, and we've extended even above that since then. So yep, now we're at all-time highs. It's a good time to take some profits off the table. And if we look at the major uptrend, so this green channel would be the current channel that we're in. There was another channel between September to February, and since the recent correction from February to March, we're seeing another channel forming. Yeah, so this channel should be pretty. It should stay for a while, probably 3-4 months. Okay, let's look at Apple. Apple is went beyond the initial take profit zone, and now it's hugging the middle of this up channel. And this up channel we've been in since mid of September last year. So it's a pretty strong channel. Yeah, I think we'll just go along this middle of this channel. We should consolidate around here. Yeah, for the long term, I will see it go up for Apple. Next would be Tesla. So Tesla, we've seen it hit the target price just 2 days ago on Wednesday. So that was about 780. So if you had looked at my video from last week or the last 2 weeks, you would see this is my price targets, and I would be looking at it come back down to the top of this green channel, or at least down to this 710 level. Yeah. So that would be the next buy range that I'll be buying back. Okay. Recently we have also looked at Mara. So Mara dropped quite a bit during the Coinbase launch. So whoever was invested in Mara because they wanted Bitcoin exposure, they would be diversifying into Coinbase, and that would explain, like, the drop in demand for other Bitcoin proxies. So I think Riot was another one. So yeah, same thing for Riot. Uh, Quite a drop over here during the Coinbase IPO. And yeah, now we are kind of like at the bottom of uh this downtrend channel. The uptrend channel still seems okay. If we look from January to okay, so maybe it's a bit scary now. We might drop below. Yeah, it's kind of like testing this bottom. Or if we move it here, it's already tested the bottom. But if we look at the Fibonacci, right, which was what we drew last time, it bounced off this is the 50% mark. Yeah, it bounced off the 50% Fibonacci quite nicely. So if you're not in Riot and you want to be in a Bitcoin miner for the long term, you can consider going in at the 50 mark, or even at the 618 mark. Yeah, we bounced off 618 mark last time. Yeah, now we're bouncing off or rather we should be bouncing off the 50 mark this time. Today we have seen quite a bit of a drop in pins. Yeah, it's almost a 10% drop at its lowest, and there wasn't really much news, but the volume is pretty high. So there might be some institution getting liquidated or something. I don't know. But yeah, we've seen it come back down to this 75 support resistant area. Yeah. If you look at the long-term consolidation zone we drew last time, so this red box, it just touched the top of this red box. And if the parallelogram that I drew makes sense, then it should go back up over the next few weeks. Do note there's earnings in 2 weeks' time. Yeah. Okay, let's look at other social media stocks like Snap. So Snap is consolidating at this zone after the profit level of 61.70 is touched, and we're just consolidating at the bottom of this up channel. This up channel is pretty strong since last September. Yeah, I think for Snap it's a decent company. It spiked up after earnings in last October, and since then it's just gone up like for a while. Although yeah, we did see some correction with the rest of Nasdaq, but yeah, now we are hugging the bottom of this up channel. Okay, let's also look at Twitter. So Twitter, yeah, it's similar. So we consolidated with the rest of Nasdaq, and now we're moving up. And yeah, I think we're just consolidating for this whole week. This week is pretty much just taking profits. Yeah, if you have any whatever you have purchased earlier on, it's a good time to take profits because we're just consolidating. Let's draw a square here. Okay, so this is like the consolidation zone. And if we go above or below, yeah, that will be the next move, whether up or down. Twitter will be having their earnings also in 2 weeks' time. Okay, let's look at AMD. AMD has been in a major consolidation zone since last year, August. And it looks like we're getting some support. If you look at this long-term channel, let's put it in green. Yeah, it's been going up over the long term. Right now, it's just like hugging the bottom of this uptrend channel, and also we have earnings in 2 weeks' time. So, why I like AMD is because of the chip industry is very high demand. And also, they are involved in crypto mining, so they are considered as quite friendly to crypto miners. Oh yeah, let's look at NIO also. So NIO came down quite a bit today, but I think it's still decent because it's like in the like long term, or rather the recent month support level. Yeah, I'll say it's a good buying area. I think there's a lot of downward pressure for China stocks because of potential of delisting, and also I think people are just wary of China stocks like fraud and all that. But I think NIO is pretty safe. I mean, compared to other China stocks. So I would like to see it go above this intermediate downtrend. So ideally, if it breaks up, so that would be the bull case. Yeah, this like I'll call it it's a wedge, right? It's just down, up, down, up, down. Yeah, it's like a big bounce. Yeah, it's a big bounce, a medium bounce, a small bounce. And I think the final one would be quite interesting. So let's see whether it goes like up here or down here. Yeah. I'm quite optimistic for this. Okay, I think that's about it for today. See you all next Friday, 11 p.m. Bye everyone.